Mathematics, especially algebra, is used to describe and interpret how quantities are related. In this lesson, we're going to explore how one quantity might affect another and how the relationship is reflected in the graphs and tables that represent them. So you have one quantity that would be an input, and you would see if it's related to another quantity, which is the output. And sometimes you might reverse those, but we're not going to talk about that yet. But I do want you to think about that an input could be an output could be an input, but that we would put in some kind of quantity to get out another quantity and see if it's related. One funny example of this is the chicken, or the put. You think of the input as the data would be the worms, and the output of data would be the eggs that are produced. Well, our put may have a relation, and it may not. What if we fed our chicken all kinds of worms, but we didn't get any eggs from it? Would there be a relation there? Or if we put in hardly any worms, but we kept getting eggs, she just kept sitting on her nest and making all kinds of eggs, would there be a relation there? So think about our chicken, or our put, as if there is a relation or not. We're trying to figure out if there is one and see those patterns. If there is a chicken, or indeed we just have some mysterious eggs. So if we use our own self as data collection, and we try to see how many intersections are there on your route from home to school. Is there a relationship between the distance in miles from school and the number of intersections? So we're going to try to figure that out. Use Google Earth or another reliable mapping, to figure out how many miles you live from school. An intersection would be counted as any stop sign or any stoplight that you actually stop at, not a crossroads. That's what we're going to call an intersection for our data collection. So estimate the distance in miles from home to school using Google Earth or another reliable mapping app, and then round your estimate to the nearest half mile. And then count the number of intersections you go through on your way to school in the morning, so that we can use this data and figure out if there is a pattern. We'll complete the exercise in class called Miles and Intersections.